ask me about you, I'm gonna let them know, no, I think these motherfuckers agents.
Have been walking with me have been raising their frequencies, step by raising up. We aren't speaking in terms of any concepts rooted in what is called spookism. Spookism, or ghostism, or spiritism, is, simply put, the realm of belief. When people are trapped within the world of spirit, and faith, and belief, they are living under a spell and are at risk of being blindly led astray. If people aren't careful and cautious, even concepts, ideas and realities such as ascension has been, and will continue to be, spiritualized. It's important to note that one's ascension is not a spiritual or ghostly experience. Most people are clueless as to what the word spiritual actually means, to begin with, and so they tend to rest at chopped and screwed definitions and translations and explanations of the word instead of paying attention to the whole reality encircling the word. That reality is: people have associated spirituality with a metaphysical reality that can't truly be explained and expressed about without the person trying to explain it, spiritualizing the concept, and therefore leading people to have to believe in it without knowing what it is. This is how even what is modernly referred to as spirituality has become a religion. It has turned into a movement based on mixed and remixed beliefs, yielding a mixed and remixed belief system that is actually based on the same things the people who practice spirituality often shun. For example, the holy books such as the Bible and the Quran. Spirituality has broken off from the two main religions that are linked to those books, which are Christianity and Islam, being that people have also been taught to just believe in the stories and characters of these religions and their accompanying books and to practice these two religions without questioning them. People haven't even figured out what the purposes of these religions are, no matter how simple people may make them out to be. If they're so simple, why all the confusion? If they're so simple, why haven't people been able to realize and make sense of why these religions and books and scrolls exist? Due to the fact that people haven't figured that out to date, anything that branches off from these religions and books and scrolls and stories was, and will always be bound to be pushed forth to the world as new systems of belief, overshadowed by Ascension is scientific. Ascension is reality. Ascension is actuality. Please know and understand these truths. You cannot fake the walk of the chosen. You cannot fake the walk of the elect or the illuminated ones or the enlightened ones or the ones with their crowns activated or the ones with their coronas activated. In addition to Christianity and Islam, there's Hinduism. In all actuality, although people refer to the spiritual, conscious community as the NEO, spiritual community, where you have that word, neo, meaning, new, and although, as I stated earlier, it's becoming a religion, that which is being called Neospirituality is in fact modernized Hinduism. How can people truly move beyond religion if they can't even come to grips with their being a part of one? Hinduism, the oldest religion documented in human history, was actually never intended to be a religion, but a way of life. That way of life was supposed to encourage human beings to become scientists so that they may be able to better understand reality as well as their roles in reality. They were to learn from all masters or Buddhas. They were not to worship them as G0DS. The same goes for those of you who are of the woke, or conscious, community. Many of you were pulled from your pillars of faith, if you will, and tossed into a whole new world of wonder, having been told that you had been lied to and that religion was man-made, and that you were, in essence, G0D, alone and that you should wake up. There is truth to each and every one of those statements. However, without enough understanding as to why those statements have truth to them, people run the risk of just rejecting the sciences altogether. That type of overstanding comes from actually exploring more about the religions they were brought up in or raised up under. Most people who become spiritual do the exact opposite and actually choose not to be scholars and seekers of truth. They end up following some self-appointed leader, who most of the time is a man who either decided for himself or was otherwise told that he was G0D and was therefore the all-knowing or the source, and that all answers could be found WITHIN. People who follow these so-called leaders are never fully informed on how to go within, or what that even means. Truthfully speaking, and how they can actually get answers to real questions they have about real things in their reality, and outside, reality that is being reflected back onto them, through their eyes, and into their minds, brains. They are seeking to understand more about this world that exists outside of their bodies. If they want to learn about what photosynthesis is, they are not to go within to learn about it. If they need directions from their new home to the nearest grocery store, they are not to go within to get those directions. This notion of going within is being and has been pushed by so-called woke leaders due to their lack of understanding about the law of correspondence. As above, so below. As within, so without. You, as an abidder of that law, are not simply to go within, or to have faith, or to pray, or to meditate about things you have questions and or concerns or wonders about. That is only the esoteric nature of the seeker, a nature that helps one to understand parables and allegories and that which is rooted in the implicit as opposed to the explicit. As an abidder of the law of correspondence, you are not to simply exercise faith. You have to, literally, go out and search and then search again. That is to say, you must research until you find answers. Faith without works is dead. These so-called leaders and so-called spiritual teachers only tell people to go within to be able to achieve the level of enlightenment that they have achieved, because that is an easy and convenient way to evade questioning so as to not have to provide substantial answers that will truly satisfy the query. If someone places themselves in a position where what they say is received and believed and no one dares to question him, they will never have to prove anything they say, and they can at that point pose as the irreproachable source of divine information. The go within concept ties to words like understanding, where people are being taught that if they have an understanding, as opposed to an understanding, they will be able to wake up, and they won't have to rely on anybody else for the information. These same so-called spiritual leaders that teach that still find a way to center themselves as the one who is able to bring forth this information from the cosmos or from the ethers. Their so-called information comes from no such place. They got the information from actual masters and scholars and gurus, like the master teacher Malachi Z. York. And they didn't study a wide enough range of his works to fully grasp what and why he was really teaching certain things to begin with. And so they took a brick from here and a thread from there and a nail from here and some glue from there, and they built an unsteady foundation, upon which they laid more borrowed ideologies and conspiracies and religious practices and sayings and stories. These pieces were sure to shake and slide and tumble off of the unsteady foundation, bit by bit, as only a building, or a temple, rather, with a solid and sturdy foundation will be able to stand the tests of times. Actual source of divine information. The go within concept ties to words like understanding, where people are being taught that if they have an understanding, as opposed to an understanding, they will be able to wake up. And why he was really teaching certain things to begin with. And so they took a brick from here and a thread from there and a nail from here and some glue from there, and they built an unsteady foundation, upon which they laid more borrowed ideologies and conspiracies, and religious practices and sayings and stories. These pieces were sure to shake and slide and tumble off of the unsteady foundation, bit by bit, as only a building, or a temple, rather, with a solid and sturdy foundation will be able to stand the tests of times. These pieces were sure to shake and slide and tumble off of the unsteady These pieces were sure to shake and slide and tumble off of the unsteady foundation, bit by bit, as only a building, or a temple, rather, with a solid and sturdy foundation will be able to stand the tests of times. You see, reader, I am speaking of people like young Pharaoh, Brother Polly Ght, Nature Boy, Umar Johnson, 19 Keys and Rashad Jamal. They all know exactly who Malachi York is and what he did and is still doing, even as he is incarcerated, currently serving a sentence of 135 years for crimes he didn't commit, as a worker of the true light. They know his works. They saw what he built. They read his books. They listened to his teachings. They bore witness to the works of a true ascended master. Yet, they don't make it known that he is the ascended master of our time. Why? This is because they want the spotlight for themselves. They want to be followed. They want to be glorified. They want people to look up to them and have faith in them. They do not want to do the actual works necessary to help a people, the people or any people actually ascend and become better beings. You, reader, should be cautious to not worship these so-called leaders. Pay more attention to the works than the man, woman. Take heed that no man, woman deceive you. This includes myself. I'm not saying that I will deceive you. I'm saying I don't want you to just accept whatever I say as facts. I want you to actively exercise discernment. I have no intentions of being the only one who can do the works. If helping to make this world we're in a better place is something you care to do, my message to you is to be genuine, be encouraged, be motivated and do the works. I won't say, simply, don't be a follower. I'll instead say to you to follow with the intention of learning to lead properly. I'll also say that if you're choosing to journey with me, to walk with, or alongside me, don't follow me blindly. Don't follow anyone blindly. Question everything with the intentions of securing useful answers. Notice I said, useful answers. It is more favorable for you to seek out useful answers as opposed to useless answers. If you can't use or apply in some way, shape, form or fashion something you've been given as an answer, then that which you've been given is useless. The things we learn should be able to be placed on our utility belts, like tools, to be used if and when the times come and we need them. To increase productivity and efficiency, one should work towards being able to identify utility versus futility. Utility. Usefulness. Futility. Uselessness. I was taught not to believe what anybody tells me and to always check it out, or to make sure that it checks out. I want you to do the same. This is one way that you, reader, can reject the illusions of this world. Don't lean on faith and belief alone. Allow nothing into your brain save things that are of use to you. Maneuver through this realm as if your brain is your utility belt. Reach for your utility belt and do the works. I will for you to obtain the truth, so that you may be made free. Tools of the elite. This is much more than a simple and single movement. This is an explosive combination of movements all coming together as one, up under the sun, facing it as it appears to cross over the heavens, yet, indeed, they will still call this a movement. Don't waste your time trying to argue them down. Qualify that so-called movement as an endeavor of many waters and airs and fires and earths, a multidimensionally complex process, rooted in progress. They, the outside world, will not overstand this unless they have been walking with us already. So, it will be labeled, simply, a movement. It will be labeled as an endeavor. I want you to pay attention to and point out to the onlookers and doubters and skeptics and naysayers the fact that this so-called endeavor, movement doesn't have a name. Note, you are not a member of a cult, and that you are free to travel to and fro as you will and are under no constraints. As you walk with me, and even in and after the event that I am no longer here in this body, you are encouraged to be more responsible, more observant, more scientific, more logical, more reasonable, more knowledgeable, to enjoy life, to study all great works and teachings, to never stop learning, to be creative, to love, to be proud of your ability to love, to hate no one, yet be aware of differences and use active discernment, to believe nothing that anyone teaches you and to research everything, to be motivated, to take care of your mind, body and soul, to look after your health and well-being, to be sure to remember that no matter how intelligent or charismatic or powerful or mysterious or spiritual or religious or important or compelling or effective any man or woman may appear, you are to worship nobody, save whatever God or force in the universe you believe in beyond mankind. You, reader, are not a follower of Phase 1. You are responsible for your own actions, as an individual, as am I. I do not teach or encourage anyone to harm anyone. This endeavor is not reserved for a single race of people. My message concerns not just one group of people, but all of humanity. I am not claiming to be G0D, the creator, or any type of supernatural entity. I am here, in this realm, with you. It's true. I am being human. Therefore, I am a human being. I am not saying I am merely a human being, as there are many more mysteries yet to be uncovered and brought forth about our existence as living souls. However, I don't want anyone to get caught up in the mystical nature of my being. I don't want anyone to get caught up in the mystical nature of their own being. You see, in this form, I breathe in oxygen and I breathe out carbon dioxide, just like everyone else. If I don't continue to breathe in that oxygen, then that which you observe to be me will die or transition from an animated state to an inanimate state, becoming food for the decomposers, broken down and recycled back into the earth. This is also true for you, reader, and you are being encouraged not to fear that reality but to accept and embrace it, allowing for your accepting and embracing that reality to motivate you to live a more present, more fulfilling life. Thus, there is no name and there will be no name for this endeavor. I don't want, ask or require people to sign up for or to become a member of this movement. We are not an organization. An organ cannot function on its own. It takes a body. I welcome all people to hear my teachings. I welcome all people to question my teachings as well as my motives. I may be able to connect dots that others could not connect and or have not connected to date concerning multiple philosophies and religious doctrines and sciences and ideologies as well as events, people and names, etc. But I lay no claim to the innate ability to communicate with the worlds around us. I lay no claim to the innate ability to be communicated with by the worlds around us. You, reader, are also capable. You, reader, are walking this path with me. Even if I am no longer here, as unable to be reached by you, whether in prison, or on the move, or transitioned from this form to say that I have passed away, you will still be able to hear my voice when you read these words. There will be messages that may resonate with you while I'm here, and there will be messages that may resonate with you while I'm gone. Just know that I was eager and excited to take this walk with you. All of you. This movement doesn't need a name. It doesn't need a title. It doesn't need a label. We are all here exploring and growing. You didn't need me to come to certain realizations. It just so happens that you may have found me at a certain point in time for that reason. I am not only a teacher, but a student. I make you no promise of any heaven beyond this earth. That is not to say that there is no heaven or haven beyond the earth realm. There may very well be. I am, however, in no position to prove that there is a heaven beyond earth or heavens beyond earth. I can point up and tell you to look at the sun and the moon and the stars and the planets. I am not able to take you to either of those celestial bodies or abodes. How can I tell you for sure that you will be taken from this realm, a realm that is currently in a state of disorder and chaos, hell? How can I tell you that which I don't know and then say that I am a speaker of truth or that I am of the true light? The true light is color-coded in green because that color. Green is the color of the life force energy that is channeling through your body as we speak, moving to and fro in the darkness, and you as human beings comprehend not what this means, but I can explain it in a way that you can literally see. The light in the darkness is the green light. Go into a dark room and lay or sit in peace. Stare into the abyss of the darkness that surrounds you in that moment. You will eventually behold the green light. That green light is often accompanied by the purple or indigo light. Go and see for yourself that when the world of visible light, that illusionary world of ZUEN, the red light, which is the false, FALLASY, fallacy, light, is silenced, the green light dances and celebrates all around you. People often speak of angels, spirits, G0Ds, demons, extraterrestrials, etc. Most of those who speak of them have no idea what or who they are speaking of. I am not saying there are no such beings that exist, as I have had my own personal experiences and encounters. How can I prove to you that they exist? I can teach you that which has been recorded about these beings. You could also go and research what has been documented of them yourself. You can look into UFOs and UAPs. You can look into breakaway civilizations and otherworldly abodes and projects concerning extraterrestrial activity. I have had experiences and encounters. You may have also. However, if you haven't, I don't want you to just believe that it must be true because I have said it to be true. You are to continue on your pathway away from and out of the illusionary world of ZUEN, sin, nana, IBLIS, Satan, etc. These are all names and tones that link to the dark side or the moon world, the world of the lesser light. That world is ruled by demonic, venomous forces. By tone, you know one of the names of those forces. His name is called Sam. Uncle Sam wants you, you see, Sam is short for Samael, which means poison, or venom, and it is the snake, that old serpent, called the devil, that spews forth venom, poisoning the whole world with deception. It's all in the tones. Look at the name Sam. Think of the tools of the illusionists. What are they? Mokandm eras. These demons have had you fooled for so long. You are to break free from the spell of ignorance. You are to win the battle of the mind, which is the battle that takes place in the brain. The devils want you to drift, as it benefits them for you to be idle. Remember that the idle mind is the devil's workshop. Remember that you have, the many of you, been called. You are called forth, and you are told to cast down your idols, as it is written that the dragon will be cast down. Prepare for the wedding of the Lamb, and put on your garb of righteousness. You are called forth to be of the elect. Activate your halo, and connect with the Helios, the sun. Uncle Sam wants you and so does G0D. Everybody has to choose which voice they will listen to. If you are reading this, you are, in this moment, listening to the voice of G0D. You may say that it is coming from within, because you can hear the voice, which is actually my voice, inside of your head as you read, but being that it is my voice, you are actually hearing both the voice of G0D from within and from without, as I am a being that exists outside of you. That voice, called scientifically an audio-verbal hallucination, AVH, is here to remind you, once again, that you can ascend. You don't have to stay in a world of deception. Come out of her. Come out of the bowels of hell, which is the lower parts of the SELF, called the horror. Come out of the dark worlds of horror. If you're reading this, you are, in this moment, ascending. As you continue on your journey of ascension, you should be sure to avoid low vibrational experiences to the best of your ability. These experiences include but are not limited to toxic sexual relationships and/or encounters, racket-based music like drill or heavy metal, and dark, pornographic or horror movies. Be aware of the fact that movies like Insidious are spiritual weapons that are used to slow the viewer down, so to speak, and to plant seeds of limitations in that which is called your subconscious mind or your subconscious self. This affects your ability to access higher or brighter realms if and when you do finally begin to astral project. Note that the mind and the self are one and the same and are connected in such a way that when something happens to or within one of either, the other is affected. Insidious, the Red Door. I point out to you that movies like Insidious are weapons to say that those who consume these films are being attacked, literally. They, the viewers, are oblivious to how the subconscious, superconscious, self is affected by tones and images and idea, etc. Notice how the newest movie in the Insidious franchise is called The Red Door, and it is the 5th movie of them all. They put these movies out for a reason. Stay away from horror movies. They are put out to blemish your OHRO, aura. When you think of the word horror, you think of two colors, red and black. That red light is a much lower vibrational frequency than that of the green light. These demonic forces seek to cause for you to enter through that red door and to slow down your aura, your light. Is this not all being expressed in the meaning of the word insidious? Insidious, proceeding in a gradual, subtle way, but with harmful effects. I, myself, do not watch these sorts of films. I also don't listen to trap or heavy metal or drill or harlot music. These are all red light weapons, or weapons of the one that is called the devil, Satan, who is that Samael, and indeed he does poison. Sam moves in the red light and he does not like the green light, the true light. He is that Sam he is. He does not like the seed of EVE, who is called HAWWAH, phonetically similar to HAYYAH, and both of those tones mean life, or the living one, and the color for that HAYYAH is none other than green. Sam, that poisonous serpent, does not like the seed or the eggs of HAYYAH or HAWWAH or YAHUWAH or YHWH. He does not like the children of EVE, who are the children of Ham. Dr. Seuss, green eggs and ham. Sam wants to slow you down. Sam, the G0D of smoke and mirror, seeks to bring you from that HAWWAH or Eve or living soul state back down into being a being of fire and mud and clay. He wants you to fall with him. This is the G0D that rules the world and misleads the inhabitants of the EARTHREALM. He brings fire, or Esh, Hebrew, to the world. Do note that ESHU is one of the names of the trickster G0Ds. Another name for one of the trickster G0Ds is none other than Maui. There is an ancient legend that tells of a being, Maui, who brought fire to the world. Do you think it to be mysterious that this year, 2023, Maui literally brought fire to the world? Fires broke out and spread all across Maui, Hawaii. The flames erupted and engulfed Lahaina, Hawaii. That word Lahaina means merciless sun. It was Maui, in the ancient legend, who not only brought fire to the world, but also went to war with the sun using ROPE. The message here is pointing toward being connected with the sun, but some may see it to be a merciless sun, just as it was written that Judgment Day would be a great and dreadful day. That Judgment Day will be great for some and dreadful for others. That judgment will be the coming from the sun, the true light. You are constantly being reminded. The artist Miguel performed his song, Rope, at Sony Studios this year. He was hooked up to a rope and lifted off of the ground. The hooks were literally attached to his back, digging into his flesh. The rope went up to the ceiling and connected at a point where there appeared to be a white light shining down on him. Both of these events have shown up just days apart. The Maui event points to a rope connecting to the sun or the heavens. The Miguel event points to a rope connecting to the sun or the heavens. And so you have Maui and Miguel. Speak the word, name Maui aloud. This word, name is phonetically neighbored with the word Maya, and they have similar meanings, as Maui is the trickster and Maya is the illusion. I remind you of a TV show that aired back in 2004, October 11th. What is the significance of Maya, Maui and Miguel? Well, we would have to look at the word, name Miguel. Miguel is a word, name meaning, who is like God. It is actually the same exact meaning of the word, name Michael. That war that I remind you of often that takes place in the heavens is between Michael, who is like God, and Satan, who opposes God. The true light versus the false light, the trickster. That false light is the fire, that ESHU brings to the whole world, and the trickster called Maui, Maya deceives all of you. You have to rebel against him, them. You have to step into and stand on and walk in the true light, the or the Noah. Raise up out of that ash. Feed your soul, and that Noah will shine above the ash. Put that Noah before ash, and you get the word nourish, Noresh. This is a word that means to lift up. Lift up out of the darkness. Don't believe anybody. Those who want you to believe seek to beguile you. They seek to keep you in the dark. This is what keeps them in power. Take note of the fact that when the fires of Maui rang out, Oprah and The Rock came forth and put out a video stating that they had a fund to help the victims of the fire. Do you find it interesting that The Rock performed the voiceover for the character, Maui, in the movie called Moana? Who is The Rock really? As in, what are his original tones? His name is Dwayne Johnson. That name, Dwayne, means dark, as in unknown, confusion, deception, disorder, chaos, Babylon. And to you, melanin-dominant people, it is better for you that you come out of the dark. This message is not only for you, melanin-dominant people. However, you still think, many of you, that just because there are melanin-dominant stars, or celebrities, or successful people, that you, who are the so-called black people, as a PEOPLE, are free. This is only an illusion. You think Oprah to be for you, melanin-dominant people. How did you miss the read of her name, Oprah, which means the one who turned her back? Where was this multi-billionaire through all of these troubles that have fallen upon your people for the last few decades? Somewhere enjoying her luxurious lifestyle. Dear so-called black people, please overstand, you have no more so-called black leaders. The days of the black leaders have passed. There is no black versus white war. It's all a fallacy. Your enemy, melanin-dominant people, is ignorance. These so-called stars only care about themselves. They are afraid to lose their illusionary world just as the beast they serve is afraid to lose theirs. Let me tell you how you, the people, can and will defeat that beast and overcome, as your ancestors who encountered the devil and his evils said you would. Do not be afraid to lose your illusionary world. If you are afraid to break away from that world of illusion, you won't be able to survive what is happening right now, nor will you, as a people or the people, survive what is coming. I need you to survive. You are now in the sun cycle. The power of the sun is increasing by the second. Look at those words, sun cycle. What is the chakra, as chakra means cycle, that is associated with the sun? That cycle or chakra is none other than the crown chakra. It is that time for you, those of you who are the ELECT, who are electrified to the point of emitting a corona, meaning a glow, meaning your crowns are supposed to be active. If you need help with that, your sun is there to help you. On August 30th of this year, 2023, a hurricane touched land near Keaton Beach, Florida. That hurricane was named Idalia. This is a word that means, behold, the sun. Everything is pointing toward that time, the time of the sun. That time to come into the light. They want to keep you in the dark, Dwayne. They wish to keep you concealed, that is conned and sealed, tricked and trapped. These so-called elite play trick after trick. They run program after program. They offer you this reality and that reality, neither of which serves you. Those realities or unrealities, rather, that they offer you are formed in such a way that you become the servant or the slave of them. The Rehab book is not only a book about rejecting and rebelling against the dark world of illusion. It's also a book about taking control over your own destinies as a collective and your own destiny as an individual. Either one could be achieved first, so long as you're taking control of that destiny or those destinies proves to be an endeavor of pure heart and pure soul and pure mind. They, the so-called elite, are all masterminds. Remember this saying of mine, masterminds masterminds. Not only have these beings, people come to understand the science of the mind, which is the brain, expressed and taught through a field of study called neuroscience. They, the so-called elite.
You know what I mean? Because then when they show you that they ain't even on the true light, then what? You give up? A lot of people lose faith that way.
Thanks.
A lot of people lose faith. When they see this person who they thought was supposed to be so righteous, infallible, they see them slip up and crash. They say, man, ain't no reason for me to ain't no reason for me to be trying to rectify and get this together, and they ain't even on it. No. That was just an illusion. It's about you. It's about you. You didn't have to learn this from us. And you didn't have to learn from nobody from no conscious community or nothing. You didn't have to, you could have just realized one day, wait a minute, I need to get up. I need to move. It's all kind of stuff. You feel me? So when people start bringing up certain shit, challenge them. Another way to make sure you're not deceived, when people are teaching you spiritual things, see if they can explain it scientifically. It's not to say that they will be able to do it with everything. It's just to see if they can. And if they can't, make sure you explain to them the importance of being able to. You feel me? And then the illusion gets shattered. Like my father said when I went over to his house back in, was it 2021? might have been 2021, New Year or 2021, right? Where everybody was in there. My brothers on my dad's side, my sister on my dad's side. Everybody was sitting there. He was on the bed. He was speaking about complications that he was having with his heart, right? And everybody was there. We supported him, talking to him. We reminisced. Everybody talking about, old times. And then one of my brothers made mention of the fact that I was still speaking on Malachi, that I was still getting love to Malachi. And everybody was like, yeah, I noticed that. They're like, yeah, that's crazy. And I responded to it. I said, because I ain't no Peter. Come on. You understand? My dad was like, He said, I thought that. I said, I ain't no Peter. You feel what I'm saying? And what I meant by I ain't no Peter was to say, I'm not somebody that's going to claim that I'm going to be there till it's over with. Right? And I'm not there. A lot of people think that they still walking with Pops.
They're not.
And don't even realize that some people have been led away from him.
Mm-hmm.
And you think just because it's coming up on an organization that's claiming that they still with him, that they with him. No, a lot of people are being led away from him.
Mm-hmm.
Same thing they did with the Honorable Elijah Muhammad. Same thing they did with everybody. You understand? Somebody else come in and try to lead you away from what the true teaching is. Or the true teacher. So you ain't even in tune. When you say that. And he said, one day, he said, I can see that you're going to be the person who has everybody laughing. Everybody's going to be able to laugh. He said, and we're going to be free. So the illusion is going to be shattered. The illusion will be shattered. He said, you're going to shatter the illusion. You understand? Okay, so then what can they do, y'all, when I step on the scene?
They can't do shit.
What can they really do? They all do the same shit. They glitch.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so what I be telling y'all to do? Hey, y'all better pay attention to them. Watch, listen. See what I tell you? Okay, so if I leave and I come back and you still here, that's on you. If I leave and I come back and you still over there with them, that's on you. Or I'm gonna be like, okay, cool.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool. All right? And I let people walk. And then one, like, it's so crazy because Pop used to do the same shit. I wasn't even there, y'all, for a lot of this shit. But sometimes we having to reflect and say, damn. You feel what I'm saying? I'm doing a lot of shit that Pop was doing. Right? He said, how are you teaching using English? How are you asking that question? Using English? Why you ain't home that question through the phone? Listen, the game is over. Everything you can throw already been thrown. You feel me? If you want me to say the same shit in Hebrew, then let's go learn it. Let's waste time to say the same exact shit in Hebrew. Now, I'm not saying don't learn the language. I'm saying, like, what the fuck do y'all think this is? What do y'all think this is? Somebody talking in hums? Or they speaking hums right now? Speaking hums. It's just, stop playing games and I won't play. Stop playing games, y'all. It's getting realer. And when you hear me say it's getting realer, I mean that. Meaning, less of the facade is able to stand the more I speak. I'm not saying I'm the smartest or wisest, none of that shit. I'm saying that less of the facade is able to stand when I speak.
Facts.
Let's see. Let's see who stand up to the test of times. You understand? No, listen, I know that I wasn't alive. That's the truth. Consciously, I don't remember. That's the truth. You understand? I know that if I get thirsty and I put water in my body, I'm no longer thirsty. Actually, when you say it's like I know now. Okay, I get it. So it's like one of them programs that just reappeared. It's like everybody that want to come in, like, why everybody that, like, kind of challenge me? Why y'all don't be knowing you're yours? But if I put water in my body and I'm thirsty, I'll be quenched. You understand? If I'm hungry, I put food in my body. Okay, I'm full. I'm fulfilled. These are things I know. So there are things you can't know. There are a lot of things you can know. And it's based off of what's able to be done with that knowledge. And when I say not just knowledge, act knowledge. You have knowledge, okay, that's one thing. Now you have to act knowledge, meaning you make active that knowledge and do something with it. do something with it. Do something with it. Listen, I'm not competing with that nigga out here. You know, that actually is like, if I were to feel like that's what something I needed to do, I don't even got to do that. I'm not competing with no nigga out here. If I was going to compete with the master, I'd compete with the master.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not competing with none of y'all. That's why when I said in the song, somebody ain't no competition, like I'm gonna be the computer something. Like, nigga, what the fuck? Why would I want to compete with 19 keys? I wouldn't want to be a 19 keys.
Come on.
I wouldn't want to be what these people are. I'm grateful to be who I am. I wouldn't want to be you. I'm grateful for the experiences I've had. I'm grateful that I don't just talk about extraterrestrials. I really have had encounters.
Come on.
I've seen some amazing shit. Taught people how to experience some amazing things. I'm grateful. I'm in a great position that says, wait a minute. I can decide to shift my brain around.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? And I'm teaching other people to do it. And not just to learn about it, to really do it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm grateful for that. So, and what I'm not saying there's no competition. There is competition. I'm not in this bit to compete. Y'all competing. Y'all niggas competing. That's why they'll be on live with each other. I'm not the competitor.
Mm-hmm. I'm
the one who unplugged the game. Take my controller. Leave. I'm a sore loser. I'll blow it down if I don't win. What are you talking about? So I'm not playing them games. No, it's not that. It's not that. It is my controller. Here you go. Yeah, here I go. You know what I mean? I'm the nigga who just go silent. You see me snatching cords out. This is my shit. You know what I mean? That's why I said, they think if Faye want to travel, that mean that he be gone. When I say I ain't going, I ain't going. I'm not one of them.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? No. I don't need just a bunch of words thrown at me. I don't need just a bunch of motherfuckers just saying a whole bunch of shit to me. Tell me where we going.
Mm-hmm.
All right? And then I have no problem. You got a plan? Oh, yeah, I'll get behind it.
Mm-hmm.
A real plan. But your plan ain't big enough.
Facts.
So then all that's left is God's plan. And who is God? This nigga named Omari, because that's what it means. That's all that's left. Man plans, and I be laughing like a motherfucker.
Talk to him.
Because that ain't enough. You know? So it's a whole different type of game. I ain't on what they on. You know, that's not to say that they ain't on shit, but I'll say they ain't on shit. But I'm just saying, if they on something, let them be on something, let them prove that they on it. With whatever they've obtained. You understand? If you have $100,000 and you supposed to go out with that $100,000 to buy somebody a gift, I don't expect you to get the same as that shit somebody with $100 can get. You feel me? I expect you to be able to do more with the resources you have.
Come on.
So I'm not meriting, you know what I'm saying, this person next to this person the same way. It depends on whatever you're able to do, what you have access to. Same thing as always been. You feel me? Pete, what's going on? Some call it contradiction, I call it influence. Exactly. That's what I'm speaking in terms of carrying the gun, making shit happen.
You may be familiar with the phrase or the saying that says that time flies when you're having fun. From what I'm able to observe and realize about the reality encircling those words. The truth is that time actually flees, as opposed to flies, away from us when we're distracted, as opposed to having fun. Simply, time flees when you're distracted. I want it to be clear, as I build on that I'm no Grinch or troll that doesn't want people to enjoy themselves or to have fun. Enjoying oneself and the life one has is important. However, that enjoyment has been weaponized, making it be that the things most people look at us and believe to be fun are actually damaging to themselves and to others. People don't go out to the club, generally speaking, once or twice a year. People go out and club once, twice, sometimes 3 times a week. They pop pills, smoke marijuana, load up on shots, hit pipes, bang each other, etc. All of these words that are associated with having fun are words that are used to signify some type of destruction or destructive happenings. People make statements as they prepare to go out, saying things like, "Y'all ready to get F-seeked up tonight?" And, "We are gonna get so slammed." Interestingly enough, all of these actions are indeed deadly if people are not careful as they indulge. Not only are most people wasting precious time, they're also damaging themselves in the process. Time flees from them as they allow these distractions disguised as medicinal activities to consume them and darken their light. Take into consideration the fact that human beings have a dual nature. One part of the human being is the animalistic part and the other is the godly part. Just as human beings have a boss lobe, which is the frontal lobe of the brain, that part of the brain that governs their critical thinking and decision-making, human beings also have a reptilian brain that governs their primitive instincts and survival responses. Notice how when people are behaving wildy, that the common response to that behavior is the making of the statement, "They are acting like animals." Basic overstanding of the biological classification Homo sapiens will allow for one to realize, however, that human beings are in fact animals, as they, which are you and I, are a part of the animal kingdom. Human beings are mammals, as you may have already known, but if you, human beings, didn't have the nurturing nature, you would not be mammals. It is your being equipped with hair and it is your being equipped with milk glands that makes you mammals. Now think, do all humans possess functioning milk glands? No. The Homo sapiens who manifest or actualize or develop in this realm as what are now called males are equipped with mammary glands and nipples and pituitary glands. They have the anatomy that seems as though it was formed for the purpose of nurturing. Yet, they, the males, don't have the hormone levels that will allow for their mammary or milk glands to function. It is the woman or the mama, is the L or this world. She, the woman, is the complete Homo sapien. She is the true mother of God, or mother God or mama L or mammal or mammal. It is the nature of that God, called the goddess, to nurture or to nourish, nourish. Man has to overstand that and respect her and protect her. Though they have the animalistic nature inside of them, both men and women have to make it their business to refrain from behaving and forming habits of behaving like animals. Animals have no discipline. Animals, or beasts, are not able to reach the level of overstanding that the beings who are beyond human beings or the complete and total and Homo sapiens and beyond are able to reach. These are they, the elite. Those who master the mind ascend. Animals are naturally charged with the task of reproduction, and so animals exist to eat, to drink, to rest, and to mate or have sex. Animals don't develop advanced technology. Animals don't research, study, write down, and teach the sciences of their very being. Animals don't overstand the science of their brain. Animals have no will to consciously evolve, which is to say two different things. Consciously evolves means to become more advanced and learned in the science of the brain. Consciously evolve also means to make a conscious decision to evolve as opposed to waiting for generations for some inner or epigenetic happening to onset some sort of evolutionary process. Every time you make a conscious decision to use your prefrontal cortex, you are altering your genes. When you decide, consciously, to strengthen your will, you are deciding, consciously, to evolve. This is the way of the awakened, called the Buddhas. The key is the activation as well as the utilization of one's ability to abstain and to refrain and to obtain. The elect will have to learn or remember how to abstain from the pleasures associated with their primal or their carnal mind that is in sync with their animalistic nature. They will have to refrain from falling back into those old habitats. They, the ELECT, will have to obtain the keys to unlock the higher self, or their boss brain or their God brain. You have to identify and reject the beast self, that animalistic self, in order to evolve. Now let's take a look at that word evolve as you learn to see it like you never have before. Evolve Eve plus OLVE Eve plus Olive Eve plus O plus live. Remember that it was written in the book of Genesis chapter 2 verse 7 that man was formed out of the darkness. The GROUND, and the spirit or the breath of life or the chi was breathed into man, onsetting the process of evolution, as at the point they became a living soul. Remember that the word Eve means life or living. Do you see? And when you, the ELECT, reach that point of Eve plus evolution and you climb that Mount Olive or that Mount of Life or that elevated plane reserved for the living, you will experience a new heaven and a new earth, alongside Anu, where all thing will be made Anu or like God, meaning you will be surrounded by the vibrations of cosmic order. You will be in peace, which is what is meant by the word olive. Recall that the symbol for peace is often a dove, and that it was the dove that was mentioned in the book of Genesis chapter 8 verse 11, that the dove returned to Noah with an olive leaf, symbolizing the end of a great sorrow, which was the flood and her tribulations, as the flood waters had started to recede. Olive is also linked to the word Olivia, which means peace. As you evolve and enter into what is called eternal life, you will have actually eaten from the tree of life that this creation of beings called Homo sapiens were not allowed to eat from. You have reached nirvana, also called, in Islam, Dar al-Islam, which is to say, the abode of peace. Do note that the word olive also has its Hebrew origin to be the word zayeth, which is not only to say olive, but is also to say, yielding illuminating oil. That illuminating oil is that oil of the ELECT, who become Christ-like. Christ, or KRST, ancient Egypt, is the anointed, as KRST literally means, anointed. This is why the anointing, to this very day, is done using olive oil, which is the oil of the olive or the alive or the living, the children of Eve, who achieved redemption and were redeemed from among men. These are called the 144,000, or the first fruits. It will be more favorable for you, O elect, to become like ELO, who is ILO, which is the anagram for oil. It will not be favorable for you, O elect, to become like NACHASH or NAKES, which is the anagram for snake. Do not be fooled, beguiled, tricked, deceived. The snake also comes with his very own oil, and he does sell it. Make no mistake about this. What is a snake oil salesman? A snake oil salesman is a salesperson who sells or promotes or markets a product that has no real value. It is the cunning snake oil salesman who offers a solution to a problem that doesn't actually solve the problem. So beware of the false promises coming from the false prophets who bear false gifts. Note that it was already written in the book called the Quran in chapter, Surah 14 verse, Ayah 22, after the matter has been finally decided, Satan will say, surely whatever Allah promised you was true. As for me, I went back on the promise I made to you. I had no power over you except that I called you to my way and you responded to me. So, do not blame me but blame yourselves. So if the snake has his very own oil and it is the olive oil that is the true illuminating oil. And it has been illustrated in the past that the fruit of the tree in the midst of the garden, which was that tree of the knowledge of good and evil, was a red apple or a red pomegranate, meaning a many-seeded apple, then what was the color of the tree of life? And was that PROMEGRANT symbolic of a promise that was to be granted? Say the word PROMEGRANT aloud and say the words promise granted. That was not to be ever fully granted, as that promise was only made to lower Adam and Eve in to be stuck in between the pillars of religion, which is the Torah, not to elevate him to being above the Torah, beyond simple mortality, having achieved everlasting life. Why I teach that the pillars of religion are the Torah. If you look at the word Torah and break it down into two words, you will end up with the words Tov, Tob and Ra. Tov means agreeable or good and Ra means disagreeable or bad. Religion is rooted in the reality of good and bad, or yin and yang, or negative and positive and nefarious and virtuous. This causes all of the lost people who subscribe to or fall under scribe the writings, spells, of religion to feel the need to stand on one side of those pillars only. Most of the time that side is the so-called good side, out of fear of being punished for choosing the dark side, which most of the time feels more natural to them or easier for them to align with. This also causes for them to not be able to see some of the many ways they have been tricked into thinking that the God, or El, that they worship can do no wrong or no evil, or that the God, El, they believe in can make no mistakes. The issue rests in the fact that there are many times where these so-called gods did, in fact, fall short and make errors and even repent because of their making an error. But if the law of God was said to be the Torah, then what could possibly be above the law of God? The answer to that question brings us back to the question of the color of the tree of life. Remember, man did not receive all of the degrees they could have received if they would have chosen to listen to Ilo as opposed to Nakes. And so even that which was called the Torah was given unto a lineage of a fallen creation, first given unto a certain Moses, who was the one who was recorded to have parted the Red Sea. Not the green one. Moses was given a certain type of oil, but his insight or his inner sight could only see but so far. This is why when it was written that he, Moses, boasted that he knew more about God than anyone, he was instructed to go and meet Al-Khidr, meaning the green one, at the place where the two seas meet. Moses did not have the olive oil. Moses did not possess the green light or the true light that would allow for one to be able to overstand both the dark and the light, or the yin and the yang. He had to encounter a being of higher overstanding, Al-Khidr. He, Moses, which if you spell it backwards you will get the word sesom, which is sesamum, meaning oil, possessed the red light. He had not fully grown or evolved, himself, to overstand. He only had an understanding, meaning he could only stand under God's footing. He, Moses, had a staff, or a spine, which has its anagram as the word penis, which is that phallus. That does lead its follower to the realm of fallacy and causes that follower to fall lower and lower into the depths of hell or Hilal, meaning the crescent moon, and so they fall lower into the lesser light unless they use that staff to strike that Red Sea and cross over through and up out it into the newer waters, the green waters, on their way to Eve, or eternal life, where they will indeed eat of that olive tree. Its color is green. The tree of life is green. The tree of Eve is green. Where the two seas meet, and so you, reader, if you so choose, are to take the path of the anointed, which is the way of the oil, or the SESMUM street. You have to take the street of the anointed, on up out of that illusionary world of red light, which caused the whole body to be red. Come out of Elmo's world. Take the lid off, as it is indeed the day of the Apocalypse, where that lid comes off, like the trash can lid of Oscar the Grouch. Oscar, meaning God's spear, is the green one, and that green one, Al-Khidr, carries the spear or the staff, charged with the green light, which is the true light. Elmo, red, Oscar, green. Chakra chart. Where the two C's meet, take a look at the chakra chart image above. There, where you see the green-colored chakra, is where the two C's meet. That is the crossroad that all of the elect have to walk through. Those of you who are willing. This is why movie, Green Lantern, presents that the color of will is green. Notice the movie, comic book franchise is called Green Lantern. This is another way to say green light. Keep in mind that, even on the color spectrum, that G, that rests between the ROYGBIV or BROYGBIVW. When you begin to pass through that G, you start to become more like that which is recorded to be God, and you begin to rely on and relate to less and less of the carnal, animalistic, beastly self. And so I, like the character Morpheus from the movie The Matrix, offer you, reader, 2 pills. 1 pill allows for you to dwell in your animalistic self, like a tiger, existing only to satisfy the natural, primitive urge to survive. The other allows for you to overcome that worldly, beastly self and to detach from illusion. The Matrix, red pill, blue, green pill. With that offer, we are brought to 2 words. Those words are Viagra versus VAIRAG. Viagra, the sexual stimulation pill, has a name that can be found in the Sanskrit language as the word Viagra. This was a word that meant tiger. As. Indeed, the tiger is an animal, or a beast. And the pill is said to allow for the beast to be unleashed in a man as his blood flow is increased tremendously and he experiences a fuller erection than what he may have been naturally capable of at the time of his taking the pill. People who take this pill and pills and potions similar to it are tapping into their animalistic nature to be able to experience and administer more pleasure. On the flip side, there exists a conscious state of being called VAIRAG. One who reaches this state of mind is warped into a world or reality of detachment or dispassion. One is able to experience dispassion when they grow to overstand more about why they have urges and cravings. To be dispassionate is to have control of the desires of this world, deciding, consciously, that none of this is real, and that we shall not want. This helps to cleanse and to clear and to free the mind, refusing to allow the lower self or the animalistic self to conquer and or reign supreme. It is that time for you, us, we, the human beings, to go quantum. Study the sciences of quantum physics and quantum mechanics, as QUNATUM physics is linked to the school of SPIRTUALITY, and quantum mechanics helps to explain the reality of that which is known as the spiritual world. Breathe, and become more in tune with the SOUL, which is called the Atman. Note that ANTMAN is the Marvel character, superhuman, that is able to enter into the quantum realms beyond space and time as human beings know it. When Thanos snapped his finger while in possession of the Might Gauntlet, erasing half of all living beings in the universe, ANTMAN was in the quantum realm, unaffected. This is to say that those who are able to go quantum will have achieved, in that moment of doing so, that which is referred to as moksha or muksha, which is the escaping of the circle of life and reincarnation. You may find it interesting that the word muksha is so phonetically similar to the word mugshot, as a mugshot is a picture taken of someone who has been captured or jailed, where they will remain until they are bailed or bonded out. There are people who do believe that they are never to be filmed or videoed, as their soul would otherwise be trapped if they are. It is your Atman or your Antman that you have to be able to control in order to escape the realms of hell or jail or the so-called lower worlds. Thanos is only a word that helps to explain the natural offer of immortality and the overcoming of death, as Thanos means immortal, that name Thanos deriving from the word name Athanasios. Thanatos means death, and when you place the prefix a in front of Thanatos, you end up with the word Athanatos, meaning to go against or beyond death, which means to achieve immortality. One having to reincarnate or reproduce or be produced or formed again in the earth realm or the Nasut realm or the so-called material plane means that one has not achieved immortality. One has not become a living soul. One has not conquered the body, or the fallen self, the avatar, Avatara, to be allowed to travel beyond the body and the world that the soul has only descended into, where the soul, consciousness, goes into an avatar.
Never heard the dungeon cry. Tears of love is stolen to disown the prisoner inside. It's the calling all it takes. I'm falling on my face. Even though we fallen straight free, all the slaves in the Father's name I pray. I pray in the name of Jesus. Here today we claim our children. Tell the dragon you can't have them. No, no, no. Name of Jesus. Father God, you sent your angel. Malachi, the world betrayed you. Peace in the land is truly wonderful. Of my sandals wipe the dust. I am in the world, not of. Fooled me once, I rolled the dice. Beginner's luck, you fooled me twice. And does the fire know your name? To the land from which you came. Waters run and rush to change. God has come with birthing pains. And if we don't deserve to be in the land of the free, well then why would you promise me anything in between? And if we weren't supposed to find no death and no sorrow, well then why was it prophesied about a kingdom of tomorrow? Never heard the dungeon cry. Tears of love is stolen to disown the prisoner inside. It's the calling all it takes. I'm falling on my face. Even though we fallen straight free, all the slaves in the Father's name I pray.
Dungeon cry, you all will cry no more. Why? Because your souls will now be free. That is, in the day that you all learn to go within. Because either you go within, or you will continue to go without the things that you need. And what you need is right here, right now, today. So listen to phase one as we begin to wake you up and bring you to a fresh revelation, which is right now. The right now knowledge that you all need to free your souls from this prison called the dungeon, which is your physical body. So let your soul fly right now.
Obviously, even the blind can see God got his hands on me. Everybody been asking how it happened. They want testimony. Be careful what you wish and don't ask for nothing unless you want it. God wins. Stand in agreement with me. Don't let this moment slide again. Tell all these Christian rappers this war, this shit is not a trend. You scared to cuss, no doubt in my mind that you scared to die, my friend. And you don't gotta cuss, but you must forgot it's a lot of gens. And they got spells on us, better activate the God within. Faith without the work is just a verse. I've been in the churches, been in the mosques, I've been in the synagogues. Merchants lurking, flipping balls, tables over pennies fall. Telling me this the word of God, but how much do that scripture cost? Don't piss me off. Never heard the dungeon cry. Tears of love is stolen to disown the prisoner inside. It's the calling all it takes. I'm falling on my face. Even though we fallen straight free, all the slaves in the Father's name I pray. I pray in the name of Jesus. Here today we claim our children. Tell the dragon you don't deserve. I pray in the name of Jesus. Here today we claim our truth. Tell the dragon you can't have him. No, no, no. And if we were supposed, I pray in the name of Jesus. Here today we claim our truth. Tell the dragon you can't have him. No, no, no. To all our daughters and our sons. Yeah.
Already though.
Young nigga chasing UFO pajamas on. Stop motion animation on the camera phone. Hold on. You can't just come in and do this shit. Hold on. Alright. Damn, I lost my voice, but I ain't lose my voice. Yeah, I spoke it up just like a ruler does. And they been talking shit, I ain't gon' hold you. Talking crazy, but it ain't nothing they gon' do to something. Somebody's coming to take me away. You know what I'm saying? Hey, hear the trumpet. Somebody's coming to take me away. Away. Young nigga headed for big. That nigga feel like Mega Man. Taking longer cause he chose to keep it true instead of lying. Tell me why I wouldn't keep it G with you. You said you mine. You said it. Young nigga playing shots in the middle. Young nigga with a spine made of metal. New song had to find me a melody. Sweet little sweet cherry. Hit a trumpet. Somebody's coming to take me away. Hit a trumpet. Somebody's coming to take me away. Hey. You was a young nigga with a cross you couldn't bear. No, you still can feel that pain from that miscarriage. God forgive you for that abortion, I'm being serious. Crown to the ground, give it away, that shit ain't yours. You killed your brother over money, blood diamonds. Nightmares through the shadow, ain't no sun shining. Slept with your sister husband and you still ain't told about it. Popping perky, find depression, shit got your soul clouded. You gotta come home robbing. Ayo Joe, do your whole life consist of home robbing? Ayo Tasha, get off your back, go get your own profit. Ayo Ricky, you conspired against your own partner. Ayo Jacob, this been a short walk on a long walking. You just warming up, finna get into it. Okay, give me one reason to put your name in the book of life. Where you gon' be at when we pull up? You better look alike. Church full of hungover fornicators, they throwing stones. Not the hard jar out Ashwood, it's too grand to be thrown. See, Granny told her God we're watching, could Granny be wrong? But what's this eye that I see in the sky? Missiles over Georgia strike Atlanta, y'all demons gon' die. Over it is 19, just look at my feet on the fire. Open up your soul, put that flow on repeat and jive vibe. One day we all gotta stand in the presence of God. I'm already crying for my niggas, I left them behind. They don't even know that they in hell, they done slept through the alarm. We sent every messenger, can't say that they never will warn. Some of y'all been hit so many times you weren't planning on going. You done got attached to this illusion the devil is drawn. We getting all the illustrate, awake and prepared for the storm. Where you going? Waking up at night and you can't move and somebody scream your name? That was us. Come home. Trying to get sexual in your dream and you feel that pain? That was us. Come home. Trying to get your attention every way that we can. Take a stand and you'll be strong, and every day's the weekend. You gotta get that off your chest, you keeping family secrets. And I know just how you feel, I don't just stand in the bleachers. Nobody wants to be judged, so you hide it inside. But you can't hide it from yourself and you can't hide it from God. You made mistakes, you gotta find a way to visit that river. Lay down your burdens, get in that cold water, yeah, you gon' shiver. The Anunnaki watching all of y'all on the big screen, on the overseers. You call them angels. And to the government that swear they running shit, what about that mothership? Y'all in danger. Okay. Come home. Yeah. Go out like no hoe. Yeah. Switch up on the bros. Wow. Ride around with no heat. Let a pussy nigga play me out these streets. Like, the fuck is you saying? Kill without no reason. I'ma play with it, I'm squeezing. Rah. Abort the call cause and play my poppin' down. Say what I say and not expound. Now. All I've been thinking about is tell me how it's going down. I can feel my ancestors smiling on a nigga now. Save a halo for your descendant, he living kinda wild. But if I never go to hell, I'ma get somebody out. Shit, I was in the parking lot at midnight on my knees. I can't hang around you niggas, I'ma end up on the news. Before I switch up on that new, I put a switch up on that tool and put that bitch up to my noodle. Heat that shit up, let it breathe. Go out like no hoe. Yeah, switch up on the bros. Wow. Ride around with no heat. Let a pussy nigga play me out these streets. Like, the fuck is you saying? Kill without no reason. But play with it, I'm squeezing. Rah, abort the cause and play my poppin' down. Say what I say and not expound. Standing tall like the Natharu, organizing. I'm a ruler. You'll survive a line of fire for you survive the line of you. Try everything. You can roll, you can dub. Pray I live to testify and hold the big up for the shooters. Betty nigga catch a ride before I lift up to my Uber. Try everything. How I feel to know this shit is stone. I'm on that till I'm gone. What you want? Go out like no hoe. Yeah, switch up on the bros. Wow. Ride around with no heat. Let a pussy nigga play me out these streets. Like, the fuck is you saying? Kill without no reason. But play with it, I'm squeezing. Rah, abort the cause and play my poppin' down. Say what I say and not expound. Now, mommy, I'll never bail. I know you prouder than hell. All those who thought it failed, I told you I would excel. All those who came along, thank you for streaming my songs. Some want me dead and gone. Your love been keeping me strong. Sometimes I can't decide. Should I just give up and hide? Then comes the voice of God. If you don't take your black ass outside, I'll never let you fall. Don't want no smoke after all. Run along, my son, good talk. And even when you're back to the wall, go out like no hoe. Yeah, switch up on the bros. Wow. Ride around with no heat. Let a pussy nigga play me out these streets. Like, the fuck is you saying? Kill without no reason. But play with it, I'm squeezing. Rah, abort the cause and play my poppin' down. Say what I say and not expound. Now. Don't ask me to vote, no. We won't let you harvest our energy. We will no longer fall for the enemy. You can't single me out when it's many me. I wanna see blood what they did to me. But see, I had to switch up delivery. Cause the feds will X you out relentlessly. UPS is gonna cost you, be cautious. From that order like George Washington. But no, that ain't my fault. Follow them. Plant a cherry tree, won't let it fall again. Cause you know they got swords to chop. Tell the truth, this shit more than a sovereignty. If you teach her to make you some profit, that shit ain't gonna win us. So war niggas stop. Hey, look, they can lock up the Moors regardless. Facts. Yeah, that time to go back to the water. Do we honor our mother and father? Well, it's so then let listen to mama. They turned all the niggas who did it to martyrs. Okay, I know. But I still know something you don't. So either you pick up on what I've been saying or you figure a plan to do shit on your own. The chosen ain't voting for none of these drones. Stop basing your life off of shit on your phone. Y'all been believing these folk for too long. If they ain't for we, then we po to move on. We po to move on. I don't care if it's Trump or Joe Biden. We not living up under no tyrants at all. The Most High already guided the laws. God provided the laws. So nah, don't ask me to vote. No. We won't let you harvest our energy. We will no longer fall for the enemy. You can't single me out when it's many me. I wanna see blood what they did to me. But see, I had to switch up delivery. For the feds to X you out relentlessly. UPS is gonna cost you, be cautious. Tell me how is an officer and then nobody vote him in office. How could we trust a president that wasn't even woke when he spoke? He ain't know he was talking. Why the chicken crossed the road? I was told he was followed by a group of crows in a carcass. Were blocking the sidewalk and God talked to him in that moment of strolling across it. The cock-a-doodle-doo was talking to him too. Told him to lose what he do when the clock hit like 3 in the rising. He even advised him to do it discreet. Way overhead, so they probably gonna have to go through and repeat. See, the point is if he couldn't have flew because he wasn't no crow, he could do what he do, he could lead. But the group of crows still follow him. Is it just monkeys who usually do what they see? These crows fly, but they were using their feet. You know why? Cause if you ain't grew from the street, then you will be the crew that you keep. Everybody supposed to do what they do, even you and me, that make us truly unique. So I don't have to stand in line and put a mark of the beast on a sheet for a stupid little piece. So nah, don't ask me to vote, no. We won't let you harvest our energy. We will no longer fight for the enemy. You can't single me out when it's many me. I wanna see blood what they did to me. But see, I had to switch your delivery. Cause the feds that X you out relentlessly. UPS is gonna cost you, be cautious. From that order like George Washington. But no, that ain't my father them. Plant a cherry tree, won't let it fall again. Cause you know they got swords to chop it. Tell the truth, this shit more than a sovereignty. If you teach her to make you some profit, that shit ain't gonna win us, so war niggas stop it. Hey, look, they can lock up the Moors regardless, facts. Swim. For real. I ain't tryna talk about my life right now. Barely wrong with my nigga, we tryna scrape right now. Yeah, you ain't love the part, this ain't your type, pipe down. Breaking news, bitch, I coulda get you right now. I'm on cold right now. With the bro, right now. We can go right now. It's on soul right now. Big old goals right now. This shit froze right now. Shit on hold right now. Right now, I'm too clear. My shit break no frail. Bitch, I put that shit down on the ferry. Montgomery Jerry. You might not be from the part of think I don't have action now. You might not be from the part of think that I won't fraction niggas. I just went through surgery. I needed a new heart. You can tell me direction, but you can't tell me what I've been through. You came in with your friends and shit. I came in with my friends too. Ooh, shit. They were right here, I promise. But shit, I don't even worry about it. Feel what I'm saying? 'Cause look, I ain't tryna talk about my life right now. Barely wrong with my nigga, we tryna scrape right now. Yeah, you ain't love the part, this ain't your type, pipe down. Breaking news, bitch, I coulda get you right now. I'm on cold right now. With the bro right now. We can go right now. It's on soul right now. Big old goals right now. This shit froze right now. Shit on hold right now. So where you from? I'm from Atlanta, yeah, all zones. Oh, you say you in the real ones? Damn right. Okay, you fuck with my cologne. What it called? Frankie Murph anointing. I'ma hit your line, make sure you pick up when that phone ring. Calling right now. Lock me in right now. Put in twin right now. Twin with 2 ends right now. I'm out this party right now. Me and my friends who never show right now. But that's okay, I'ma hit your line when I get home. But I'm all alone, cause I ain't tryna talk about my life right now. Barely wrong with my nigga, we tryna scrape right now. Yeah, you ain't love the part, this ain't your type, pipe down. Breaking news, bitch, I coulda get you right now. I'm on cold right now. With the bro right now. We can go right now. It's on soul right now. Big old goals right now. This shit froze right now. Shit on hold right now. Show. Can't even lie, I went crazy, yeah. Back in my younger days when mama made me sweat, I wouldn't take it there. Bitch, I'm in sci-fi mode. Not the fiction, nigga, this the real science. I mean, I'm in flyby mode. I'm talking to Bill, nigga, planet edge, you know my eyes not closed. And they were waiting on me to fall, I know they was. I mean, I was standing at the door. I was looking at everybody looking at me. I could see them see me hurting, and they chose to walk away. Before that got me a play. I don't give a fuck what they say. Give a damn, nigga, I'm straight. I'ma do what I gotta do, make a way. Shit noted, bitch on this L, I was here when they wrote it. Movie script, bitch on the start and know who it is. I went in head first on my Tom Cruise, had to run it up like I was born to the credit road, it what I'm gon' do is a move. Hey, bitch, I'm with that pickpocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is this? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up with that bitch on the stretcher. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damned if I get comfortable. I'm with that pickpocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is this? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up with that bitch on the stretcher. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damned if I get comfortable. Cried a couple tears, whole bloody year. Ain't nobody here. Nice when I scream, oh, don't let them take me. I'm a real one, how you made me. It's crazy how they want me to shine, huh? I guess y'all ain't want me to shine. You like everybody shit, comment on everything, long as that shit ain't mine. But it's fine, I'ma get this shit up on my time. I be stupid as fuck if I sign. I'm too big for these bitches, I'm giant. I'm enormous, and these niggas be hate, I'm informed. Bitch, I'm with it, whatever they on. Nigga think shit, check it, they pawn. Ain't scared of they gone, they chest what they on. Bitch, I'm with that pickpocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is it extra? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up, put that bitch on the scratch. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damn if I get comfortable. I'm with that pocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is it extra? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up, put that bitch on the scratch. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damn if I get comfortable. Niggas ain't fucking with me. Big guy, never goated. Goat killer, lamb chopper, hit his ass. Bye bye, black sheep, sad. Fuck a hater, by myself, all alone. Still thugging, one pillow, two phones, dial tone. You ain't never right, me, nigga. You ain't real gang, you ain't got this shit running through your IV, nigga. That's why I despise these niggas. I'm a real warlock, put a hex on them, I surprise these niggas. You know where to find me, bitch, where God be, nigga. Hey, bitch, I'm with that pocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is it extra? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up, put that bitch on the scratch. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damned if I get comfortable. I'm with that pocket, packing pressure. Bitch on this L, what the fuck is it extra? Fucking the game and no good tryna bless it. Beat this shit up, put that bitch on the scratch. I did this shit cause I wanted to. I'm in that bitch on my wanted to. Remember waiting on my funds to move. I be damned if I get comfortable. I ain't gon' cap it, I got me some records, I got me some money, gang. I'm about that action, I'm making shit happen, get fucked by that money, gang. Long as my niggas is with me when shit get to flipping and jumping, gang. Mama, look at what your son became, I promise I wouldn't let that money change me. I had a plan to go big on bitches, this a mission, bitch, I never wanted fame. Stayed up late night till the sun came, the tunnel vision, I would concentrate. Hailstorm, hurricane, blizzard, name a struggle, I been through tons of rain. Well, we're empty and no fun would drain, I still would lifting up my arms, a thing on fast. I ain't gon' play with you niggas, I'm with what you with if you want it, gang. Yeah. Look how the table turned, I could DJ, I learned I'm with the drama, gang. Yeah. Sitting there with you like fucking let hit them, then we had to pump the chains. Yeah. We ain't never going back to them days, we ain't never going back to them ways. She on my phone, just like Faye, what you on, look like Shawty done came around. Yeah, I'm on another one, fuck is you thinking about? This shit it changed around me, yeah. I'm in the stratosphere, chatting with spears, I got the angel around me. Water dripping off my chain, I'm drowning. Threw a signal and they came and found me. Most niggas never stare, death inside his eye. Told a nigga move around. Early morning hit the ground, listen to my heartbeat, such a soothing sound. Torch barricade them tools around me. Real woke, you can't snooze around me. Drake down, you see them jewels around me. You see that ornament through around me. Yeah, I ain't gon' cap it, I got me some records, I got me some money, gang. I'm about that action, I'm making shit happen. Get fucked by that money, gang. Yeah, long as my niggas is with me when shit get to flipping and jumping, gang. Mama, look at what your son became. I promise I wouldn't let that money change me. I ain't gon' cap it, I got me some records, I got me some money, gang. I'm about that action, I'm making shit happen. Get fucked by that money, gang. Yeah, long as my niggas is with me when shit get to flipping and jumping, gang. Mama, look at what your son became. I promise I wouldn't let that money change me. That would have been American, nigga. How you doing, nigga? All right? Yeah, that's a good answer. Yeah. Hey, I ain't worried about these niggas. I got power too, and they got five. Shit, I got five. I'm drawn. Win or lose, who cares? I got a long way to go. I'm prepared. I'm up the motherfucking stairs, and I'm gon' get there, get there, get there, get there. Get there, 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 get there. You wasn't fucking with mine, I text you when you would respond. Remember that? Secret Santa, big old bat, don't know what to say, don't worry about it. I'm feeling like the red condom when they try to shine on fed up. I took the heart away, one more holiday, one more fun. I hit 'em my plug, they run me more gun. The end of the road, I'ma get out and run to all of my daughters and all of my sons who don't even know me, they not even born. One day they listen to all of my songs and just get the picture and all that I done. You wanna be great, then you gotta keep going. You know what they hate, then you probably the one. Like, every day ain't gonna be sunlight. Slow it down, you got one life. You don't gotta get it done fast, you just gotta get it done right. So don't be scared to push that line and bullet through. Just be cautious, you hard but not bulletproof. It's true, hey, I ain't worried about these niggas. I got power too, and they got five. Shit, I got five, I'm drawn. Win or lose, who cares? I got a long way to go, I'm prepared. I'm up the motherfucking stairs, and I'm gon' get there, 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 get there. Whoa, whoa. You must just thought I wasn't gonna get it out that little brick. Pay my talk like I ain't gonna ride, like I ain't gonna blip out that little shit. I'm going harder than who hardest. I'm on brick. You ain't there with me on soft, so you can get on all my dick. One of my pet peeves play like you betted on me when I did. I don't chat no cheese. Try and give me some bread and some lettuce, some green won't fold me now, but you let me on see how I feel to be out of that loop of that stream. When you tugging, you pulling, I cut it like fuck is you mean? Nigga got power, I'm ordering things, ain't getting no pass. I'm Lord of the Rings. I'm married now, just me and my dream, me and my vision, me and my wings. I'm up in the galaxy, I know they mad at me. Somebody smart, I'm on cancer today. I pull up and make some shake. They keep me apart, I'ma dance to the daylight. I know you thought I wasn't gonna get it out, but I did.